heart-pounding action of outlaw pulling just got a whole lot richer. Full Pull Picks is the all-new real money gaming platform for truck and tractor pulling, and it's coming to Outlaw Pulling this weekend. Join the action at the Thunder in the Lone Star Pull in Whitewright, Texas. Sign up before the event at fullpullpicks.com and get a free $20 deposited right into your account. It's easy to play. Just pick your favorite trucks and tractors, and if they finish in the top 3, you win cash. Then catch all the live action on outlawpulling.tv. Full Pull Picks. Sign up, pick winners, win cash. That easy.
Do I got an overlay up there, Ron? I'm sorry.
Hang on, I've got it up there. It's on me.
Welcome, everybody. I made myself your first. I made myself your first guest tonight.
Oh, thank you. I saw you pop in there, and I thought I'd run that ad right away there. I'm sporting my Full Pull Live shirt tonight.
Thank you for doing that. Hey, real quick, everybody. I'm in Canada. I'm flying down to Dallas Thursday. Ron's jumping in the motorhome tomorrow, but I just got a call from KDFW Fox 4. KDFW Fox 4 in Dallas, nice. And they're going to do a interview with a puller. Okay. So I need an outlaw puller that's either swinging through Dallas or willing to come to Dallas. It's only about 60 miles from Whitewright-ish. Thursday at 3:00. So any puller that can take their rig, we're going to do a full TV interview. Chase is flying in from Kentucky. We're going to talk about Full Pull and promoting Whitewright. You know, we're trying to put more eyeballs on the sport with Full Pull. Sure. And they have a big marketing company. And anytime we can get TV coverage ahead of Whitewright, this is going to be good for Ray and Ginger. This would be good for that. And also we're going to talk about Full Pull as well. So any puller, I just put a post on the Facebook page. Please call me. My number is on the Facebook post so I can get you more details. But we're going to want you to look good, crew shirts, the whole thing. This is Fox 4, a major news network in Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth. So you'll be talking about the Outlaws heading to the Whitewright Pull. And also, we'll talk a little bit about Full Pull as well. This is the second weekend of real money wagering for the sport of truck and tractor pulling. We did it in Toma last week, and games are already up for, I think, two-wheel drive and modified are posted already. I know we're talking about using pro stock tractors and diesel trucks as well. But if you head over to the app, the pulling orders are already posted. It makes it really fun for Ron on his Tuesday night shows to have all that. Ron and I are going to do a weigh-in Wednesday tomorrow night where we're going to go through odds, talk more about the gaming.
Wait, we don't have to weigh in, do we? Right? You or I?
No.
Okay, good.
All games are up on Full Pull Picks. I just got a message from Full Pull. So please, I'm just jacked for this. I've been working with Full Pull. Thank you to Mark Ham. He got me all the pictures he could today of all the pullers. I don't have a picture of every single puller, but head over to fullpullpicks.com and it's a blast. A minimum bet $5. Create an account, make a deposit. We're going to give you $20 free money from Full Pull. It was a blast in Toma last week. Ron and I have been talking about this for a year and a half. Ron and I got to announce the first ever inaugural Full Pull Live down at the Mac Trailer Winter Nationals, and I'm excited. Chase just texted me from Full Pull with the TV interview. Now he's going to fly into Dallas and be part of that. So I'm thinking of somebody like Blake Graves or Nelson's or Neves, anybody driving towards Whitewright. They can time it out. So guys, I know a lot of people are watching tonight. Get on your phone, start texting your Texas pullers, or like Fred Petch just mentioned, they're leaving right now. Maybe they could bring down Thermal Thunder. But guys, to get truck and tractor pulling on a mainstream like Fox 4, this is huge for the sport of truck and tractor pulling. Yeah. And it's because of Full Pull. But when Full Pull comes to an event, they're going to bring this media, this outside media that we've never seen before. And I'm just so jacked for it. I had to come in and hijack the first part of your show, Ron. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You know how I am. So.
This particular event has drawn media coverage before from the Dallas area. It's like you said, it's 60 miles. It's like an hour, maybe a little over an hour away from Dallas, Fort Worth. But a news station was there. I don't remember which station it was, a couple of years ago, and they covered it and actually interviewed some fans, and they showed the huge crowd there. It was really cool, and we reposted it on our Facebook page just to show that the news out of Dallas was there at Whitewright, and it was really cool coverage that they gave. So that's awesome. That'd be awesome if Kyle could go down there, the twin turbine. I mean, that would probably wow them and draw some potential fans in there. So
I just need one puller to take their rig into Dallas. they're kicking around different locations right now to make sure parking lots are big enough. We explain to them we got a big rig and stuff like that. So, but please, anybody seeing this, my cell phone number is on the Facebook page. I'm going to go back to fishing. I literally was heading out in the boat and I got the call and I buzzed back into shore because I wanted to jump on the show with you. And
you're in Canada and you said boat. Isn't it boat in Canada? Boat.
Ginger, they can't come out there. It's too far of a run for them. So we're hoping you, maybe Ginger, can find me somebody to go into Dallas and to do this. I think when it gets big enough, or maybe if the interview Thursday afternoon goes well, maybe we can get them to come out then. I don't know. I just got super excited that we get to be on Fox 4 in Dallas and to promote this great event that the Millers put on at Whitewright. So if any pullers can do it, just let me know. I want to go fish.
Times again?
3 p.m. on Thursday.
3 p.m. Thursday.
And then call me. I'm working with the marketing company or the media company that Full Pull works with to coordinate all the things. But again, we want you looking good in your crew shirts, talking awesome about the Outlaws, talking about Whitewright, Texas, 7:30 both nights. And then we'll be talking about Full Pull as well. So it should be pretty neat. So
good deal. We're jacked for this pull. I know that's a great ad that the kids put together there. When I say the kids, of course.
Oh, Kenzie and Chandler, we can't call them kids anymore. They get mad at us.
All right.
And Mackenzie made that all by herself without Chandler's help. She wanted everybody to know. So.
Well, it looked good. It was great. I enjoyed it. So
awesome. But I'm looking forward to seeing Ray and Ginger. I land Thursday at 8:15. Kenzie's taking off in the morning with the Outlaw TV trailer. All of our thoughts and prayers are going out to everybody in Rock Valley. Please head over to the Facebook as well. They're having a cleanup day Saturday to get prepared to still have this thing in 3 weeks. But again, Ron, I'm sorry I hijacked your show. You know I love you. But I'm going to go try to catch me a 60-inch muskie, okay?
All right, buddy. Good luck.
See you, bud.
So big weekend coming up. A lot of stuff to talk about, not only what's coming up, but what has transpired over the weekend, this past weekend. Of course, Manilla, Iowa went off without a hitch. Thunder by the tracks there. Had great weather for the pull. Had good turnout. Great track. While we were pulling there and having a great pull, the folks in Northwest Iowa were having a pretty rough go of it. They woke up early Friday morning to devastating floods. I think maybe there was at one time they said there was possibly a death count of 9, but I think that scaled back to 1. I mean, any loss of life is definitely, we don't want that happening, but could have been much, much worse if you've seen some of the footage. And I thought about putting some of the pictures stuff on. I thought, that's, I don't even really want to show it. I mean, it's bad enough. It's kind of like when a tornado hit a town where I lived in several years ago. I felt bad going around taking pictures of, the devastation that was occurring, in my neighbors' lives. Everything they had was gone. So anyway, Rock Valley, Iowa, the floodwaters have receded. Other areas, and I'm not trying to slight any other area of Iowa or Minnesota or any other area that has had flooding. I know we have a pull to Clay County Fair in Spencer, Iowa. That event, that area there is flooded or has been flooded as well. So just a rough go for the folks up in Northwest Iowa and surrounding areas. And we wanted to talk a little bit about the questions were coming in, and people were, they didn't want to ask the questions too soon to be insensitive. But we got a couple of pictures from Rock Valley. This is where the pull takes place in Rock Valley. And you can see all the corn and the weeds and stuff, the stalks and everything. That fences are knocked down. And the valley pullers there, you can see this. Look at all that underneath the grandstands there. A lot of cleanup to do. The valley pullers have decided as of today that if they can get things cleaned up, then they're going to go ahead with the pull. It's literally our biggest pull of the year. It's the most classes that we'll see, and the most pullers in one event. Wisner is in second place there as far as participation. But Thunder in the Valley is our biggest pull every year. They have the most classes. But this is the press release from Valley Pullers. Step 1 in helping Rock Valley to have their annual pull, which is in 3 weeks. Saturday, June 29th. That's this Saturday for those not going to Whitewright. If you would like to volunteer, they need 75 to 100 volunteers. Bring your friends. They need bodies to help clean the flood debris from the pulling location. It's 99% manual labor. They're saying pitchfork and shovel getting under those, getting around the fences and getting under those grandstands. They have payloaders and side dumps ready to go. They just need bodies. They need people to help. It does not matter if you're an outlaw competitor or a fan. They'd love to have you help give back to the community of Rock Valley. I think this pool takes place. I think you're going to see a lot of other communities rally around Rock Valley. And I'm just speculating here, but the Valley Pullers have always been very generous to the local community there, and I wouldn't put it past them to help some other communities that are in need around the area if they had a large windfall of money come through as far as donations. The cleanup is step number one to making the event happen, folks, in 3 weeks. For details, please contact Kurt Koima, 712-470-3106. Or Dave Nelson, 515-574-9519. Keep in touch with the social media pages. We are working, the Outlaws are working with the city of Rock Valley to do a donation page. Don't know if it's going to be GoFundMe or a Give, Send, Go, but something like that. They are saying they have plenty of donations such as washcloths and towels and food and toothpaste and toothbrushes. They said hold up on that stuff right now because they're overwhelmed with it. Right now they're going to need money, honestly. They're declaring it a disaster area. They're talking like possibly 400 homes being torn down the rest of the way. They're the ones that haven't been damaged enough to tear them down. But yeah, so keep up with the Facebook page, social media pages, and if you want to give to the community there in Rock Valley, you'll get the opportunity to do so. But thanks to Holganics Midwest, they have volunteered to feed the volunteers on this coming Saturday at Rock Valley for those who come in and help clean up. So big thanks to Holganics Midwest. They've been a great sponsor for us. Thanks to Todd Bowles for doing that. But yeah, Rock Valley, it's still on the schedule. The questions are starting to come. So if you want to volunteer and help this Saturday, the 29th, that is if you're not going to Whitewright, Texas. Of course, Whitewright is this Friday and Saturday night. Thunder in the Lonestar. We've got pullers signed up already. We got pullers from as far as Kentucky coming to Texas for this event. So it's going to be a big pull. Pretty excited about it. And we've got the promoters on the If you cannot make it to Whitewright, Texas, you can watch live along with us there. Outlaw Pulling TV, outlawpulling.tv. Get your subscription right now so you can watch on Friday and Saturday. Going to welcome Ray and Ginger Miller. It looks like you guys are at the track, right?
We are.
Good deal. What's the temperature out there right now?
I don't know. What is it?
It's pretty cool. 95.
That's pretty cool. It was 100 here yesterday, Ray. So, it gets pretty hot up here too.
Yeah, I heard you. I think y'all been hotter than we have.
Yeah, I think the UV index was like in Kansas City area. It was like higher than anywhere else in the country yesterday. So, but I see what it's going to be hovering close to 100 Friday and Saturday. Is that right, or has that changed?
Yeah, it's still supposed to be 90, 96, 7 degrees. Yep, Friday and Saturday.
Well, you know what? It's summer, Ray. So, I don't see that as extreme heat. You guys, you're probably pretty used to that down there as well, right? What's the average summer day temperature down there?
That's probably about our average for right now. If we can if we got a good breeze blowing today, so if we keep that up, it won't be too bad. Right.
So you guys, a big pull coming up this weekend. The app is showing us everybody that's coming. It's pretty cool to see. The Blagraves are coming. It's pretty cool to see. We're going to have some visitors from Kentucky and California coming in to pull.
Yeah, we should have a good pool. I'm glad they're coming.
Yeah, that Brant Sullivan is coming. The Donnie and Wayne and the boys in Kentucky just got a 2-wheel drive together. It's the old Rent-A-Wreck truck, is what he's telling me, and they just got it ready. And I think Brant is taking it back to California, not after he debuts it in Whitewright, of course. And of course, Donnie and Wayne are bringing the Kentuckian twin-engine mod and their 2-wheeler, the Big Stick, as well. So you're going to have a little added competition in the 2-wheel drive class, Ray. That Big Stick truck's pretty tough.
Yeah, we'll have some real good competition with them coming.
Yeah, so far you got 17 2-wheelers signed up from what I'm seeing. Got 8 modifieds, 11 diesel pickups signed up for Friday and Saturday. And let's see, diesel super stocks. Well, we got 5 or 6 of those signed up. And then pro stocks, I think we have 9 or 10. Blade Graves are in that group, and the diesel supers, of course. But how long has it been since the Blade Graves came to Whitewright?
It's probably been 3 years. Yeah, it's about 3 years ago they came, but it's been a long time before that. It's been several years before that. But they were down here about 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. They made it because it was one of the weekends that we wasn't on top of Toma, and they come over.
I think that Jason Schultz guy is just excited to have his tractor compete against the Blade Graves.
I am. I'm super excited.
Kind of like a bucket list thing. He can check that off that his tractor competed against them. You guys know them pretty well.
Yeah, I've known them for several years, but yeah, they sure are a good running tractor.
So pool starts on Friday night, and it starts at 7:30. Gates open at what time?
5.
5 o'clock. Now I know last year I had to get up on top of the trailer to fix an antenna or something, and looking out, and there was a pretty big line of cars coming in there this year. What are you hearing? What's the word on the street? Is it going to be the biggest crowd ever this year?
I don't know. I hope it's at least the same as it was last year.
Yeah, you guys had great crowds the last couple of years. I was talking to Jason there before we brought you on, and when the news, what news channel was it that was there a couple of years ago and did a really good piece on the pool?
Yeah, I think that was out of Sherman, like probably channel 12 or 10, but
Gotcha.
Dallas is definitely a bigger market for the news. So I didn't know that. I just saw
Ginger,
that on Facebook.
Ginger, you going to help me get somebody there?
I don't know. You may have to pay him, Jason.
Well, that's fine.
To go downtown Dallas, but
I would think the promoter would be like so excited that the Dallas news station is going to cover their poll. They might work with the brother, if you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, it is exciting.
That another bad decision truck would look really sweet in downtown Dallas on KDFW Fox 4.
Tell Ray.
It would, but I don't think it can make it down there.
No, Ray, you don't have to drive it there. You put it in the trailer, buddy. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, I gotta go fishing. Love you guys. See you in a couple days.
All right, bring some fresh fish.
I will.
Maybe we could talk Whitey into stopping in Dallas. He loves interviews.
Somebody that's coming up from down there. I know Jason had mentioned something about possibly the Petches maybe could do it. And they're looking for a location, from what he said, where you could bring in a hauler and have the room to unload everything and at least get it in the parking lot. I doubt if the TV station itself has an area big enough to bring a hauler in there, but
definitely not.
No, really cool. And something that we started doing the last couple of years is I know we started sharing to a lot of the big cities around an event. We try to get on those groups and send the advertising. So like there's a lot of Dallas, Fort Worth, and what's happened in Dallas. We sent some ads through. So hopefully that'll gin up some more new fans out of the Dallas area to come up to Whitewright and experience a tractor pull up there.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised every year people coming through the gate that says it's their first. They never heard of a tractor pull. It was their first year, to come. So
yeah, hopefully they come back.
People that's been coming for 40. This is the 48th year. Missed a few here and there for rain out or what have you, but a lot of people have never missed one.
Yeah, you were one of the few events that we had during COVID in 2020 that actually went ahead and had your event. I know we had to jump through some pretty serious hoops, and you didn't have a huge crowd, but we had the biggest schedule of any pulling organization that summer. I think we had 17 events, which is not a lot for us considering we have 40, this year. But still, we made it happen down there. We made it happen. You guys have been doing a good job. How long has this pull been going on?
48 years. This is 48.
This is 48. So you got a pretty big milestone coming up in a couple of years then.
Yeah. Yep.
This will be, is this our 9th year to have one? Yeah. This is our 9th year to have it.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Absolutely.
People don't realize, that are watching how much work goes into putting on a pull, just dotting all the I's and dotting the I's and crossing the T's and mowing and fixing and dirt and water and machines and getting people to help and things like that. It's a pretty big task.
I'll show you what Ray did today. See, he hasn't picked up all of his limbs.
Is he slacking down there?
Yeah. I had to take a break.
I mean, it's just now 7:30. He could still be working.
We're excited about the pull. Now, what is this about a fish fry? You're having a fish fry there too? That's for all the workers?
We did a few years ago, but this year we'll just have. Yeah, we always cook on Thursday nights, and the ones that get here early. Yeah, we always have something on Thursday night.
But we're gonna feed the pullers on Saturday at noon. Pulled pork sandwiches, chips, and a drink, and a cookie or something, whatever I round up.
Awesome.
That'll be at noon on Saturday. Yeah, Thursday's just bring what you have and throw it on the grill.
Okay.
Maybe listen to Ron Stone pick and grin, right?
Now, you told me there are going to be some other people picking and grinning too, right?
Maybe, possible. Okay. You'll have to see if you can get Cole to come out of his shell.
Cole? Will he sing?
He won't sing, but he'll play.
Oh, well, really? Okay. Heck yeah. Does he have a guitar?
Yes.
Well, he'll have to bring it.
Yeah.
Make sure it makes its way over there, okay? Don't let him forget it at home or something like that. If he says, I forgot it, you could say, well, not really. Here it is right here, Cole. So.
Yeah. I don't know which one he would want. He's got like 4 or 5, so he'll bring it.
Gates open at 5. Free entry to the pits before the pull. Love to see that. Let's see. Show starts at 7:30. It's $20 general admission. 5 and under are free. What else it's important on here we need to hit, Ginger, on the flyer?
This year we're charging $5 a car for parking, and that's going to cover what we pay the volunteer fire department to help us out with the parking. Also, anyone who uses a credit or debit card, it's going to cost them $1 on top of their ticket. So $21 general admission if you're paying with card.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. They charge you $3 just to get access to your own money at the ATM. So
yeah. Well, I'm just trying to not have to eat all the extra cost this year.
And that's another thing that's, some people just don't realize is all the fees on the backside of everything, that everything costs money. Everything costs money. So it's great to have volunteers that help out and everything, but most everything costs money. Your sponsors, Southwest International, I was at Jester, Heavy Haul, Quick Check, Quick Way. I can't see that one, Ginger. There's that white background kind of mess. Texas Diesel Company, PCI Construction.
Yeah. ASCO is our case dealer that will have all the tractors on the track, working the track.
I heard a rumor that a lot of those folks from Case were going to be there and at the event on Friday and Saturday. So
yeah, I think there'll be a few of them, like our local Case people. Yeah.
Well, I think actually there's a guy from a corporate office that's down in Texas, and he's going to be there. And I think they said around like 10 people were going to be there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So that's what I'm hearing anyway through the grapevine. Okay. So anything you guys want to add before I let you go here, you have any special food or anything that you have at the concessions? What's the liquor policy and such?
So it's BYOB. I always tell people no bottles, you know how that goes. Right. People still bring them in, but I would rather not have to clean up bottles afterward.
Wow, but exactly.
What else? Ray's full of information.
Yeah. I don't know of anything else.
All the food vendors are good. There's one on each corner. They've been coming. 3 of the 5 food vendors have been here every year we have the tractor pull. They're returning vendors.
What kind of food vendors are they? You have like a taco truck or anything like that?
I do. I have a taco truck. He was here last year. On the east side, south end, there's they call them buffalo burgers, but I think he has some buffalo meat, but mostly it's beef, and then fries, and I don't know what all he has. On the other side, there's like sausage on a stick, turkey legs, nachos, like general concession food. Snow cones on every corner, kettle corn. What else? Pretty much general concession stand food, but the taco truck is really good.
To the fans coming, the fans that aren't going to be there early at 5, should they bring a lawn chair just in case?
Well, the lawn chair seating actually fills up first. So if they're going to plan on sitting in a lawn chair, they need to get there early because those seats will fill up first.
Those areas where a couple of years ago when the news media was there was standing room only there, and a lot of people were standing because they didn't have a seat because it was really big that year. I mean, you guys had a heck of a crowd last couple of years. Ever since COVID, really, right? You've had really good crowds.
Yeah. Last year probably was one of our biggest crowds.
It's good to see. It's good to see. Well, hopefully we can pack the stands both nights. It looks like we definitely have the talent. The competition is coming. It's going to be a great event. You guys, thanks so much for coming on here, and we'll see you Thursday.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ray and Ginger Miller, promoters of Thunder in the Lonestar, coming up this Friday and Saturday night. It's going to be a great time. If you're in the area there, Whitewright, Texas, Southern Oklahoma, if you're around Dallas area, man, it's a really good event there. Really great event. Good time. Texas Truck and Tractor Pullers, Acts of Pulling. Got a heck of a lineup ready to go for this weekend. So I wanted to touch base here on a couple of things. Of course, we talked about Rock Valley and the flood relief there. We talked about the news media coming in. Let's see. Also, Full Pull Picks is going to be at Whitewright, Texas this weekend. You can actually bet on, looks like they're doing 3 different classes: pro stock tractors, 10,000 pound pro stocks, modified tractors, and the super modified 2-wheel drives. So go to Full Pull Picks and download the app. That way you just have the app on your phone. And they've got a special deal going on where you can get $20. Once you sign up, you get $20 of free money to play with and gamble with on the competition here in Whitewright, Texas coming up. So should be a great weekend. The live stream is going to be going on. We're looking forward to it. Once this pull is over on Saturday night, we get a weekend off for the holidays, and then we come back in full force Rock Valley week with Albion, Nebraska, Concord, Nebraska, Ottawa, Iowa, then Rock Valley, Iowa, and David City, Nebraska, all in the same week after that weekend off. So big pull, break, and then Katie bar the door as July comes in like a lion here. So I'm going to play a couple of the ads that we've got out there on social media for the event. pull this flyer off here. We're going to do Mike's piece here in a moment. When the smoke clears. As soon as I can find this and get rid of that on the screen. There it is. So this week, we've been doing this piece, the spotlight on the pullers, each and every week. Mike Idle has taken this project in hand and been taking care of it. This week, you got a rookie. Has only, I think, one hook under his belt this season, Pro Stock 4x4 class. He got to talk to Roper Brown, a 16-year-old rookie, the Holland Grass truck out of Seneca, Missouri. So let's find out about Roper Brown. Roper Brown, 16-year-old rookie Pro Stock puller. Dad went modified pulling, so Roper is taking over the reins of the Pro Stock pickup. Of course, that truck won the points championship back in 2020. Very good Pro Stock pickup with the Outlaws. So Roper Brown, vehicle's name is Holland Grass Pro Stock 4-wheel drive. Been pulled 6 years in garden tractors. He is a rookie this year with the Pro Stock pickup. His first hook was a test hook last year at Monette, Missouri. Most memorable hook. Did a test hook in Lufkin, Texas last year as well. Wildest ride was Monette, Missouri. That was his first pass down the track, so probably he was the most nervous. Biggest pulling hero is his dad, Derek Brown. He's a high school student and works in the family landscaping business. His pulling goals to win a pull, right now. So he's got the easy goals right now to just, let's start out small. Let's win one pull, and then we'll go for the championships. Best part of being an outlaw is doing what you love, meeting new people, making memories with family. Message to fans, do what you love and do your best. You can follow him on social media, Roper Brown. So Roper Brown, 16-year-old rookie, is our spotlight outlaw puller this week when the smoke clears. Thank you, Mike, for doing these weekly spotlights here. Really cool to get an in-depth look at the pullers and see what they're all about. So let's talk about the Holganics Midwest Sweep. The Holganics Midwest Sweep. I people asking me questions about it here and there, and I just want to show those schedules of each one of those classes. Let's start out with the modified tractors. Modified tractors are pulling this weekend in Whitewright, Texas, but it is not a sweep weekend for them. The summer sweep for the modified tractor class, as well as the two-wheel drive, the Supermod two-wheel drive, starts in Rock Valley. That pull is still kind of hinging on whether they can have it or not. Depends on what they can get done this weekend. So I think we're all being really, really positive, and hoping that we're able to have that pull. I really think the communities, surrounding communities, will rally around the folks there in Rock Valley. They've been hit pretty hard. So yeah, Rock Valley for the modified tractor. Rock Valley, Warrensburg, Wayne, Iowa State Fair, Wisner, Nebraska, and Unionville, Missouri, the classes in that organic sweep. For the modified tractors, the Supermod two-wheel drives is the same exact schedule. It's the only two classes that are alike as far as that schedule goes. Super Farm has already started in Ravenna. Would have been 2 hooks, but we were rained out on Friday night in Ravenna, so Super Farms with 1 hook under their belt in the summer sweep. Their next hook will be the Thursday before Rock Valley in Ottawa. Then, of course, Rock Valley. So 3 hooks right in a row there for Super Farm in the sweep. Then Wayne, Nebraska, the Iowa State Fair. And I got that ribbon across there. I can't even see what that is on that. Yeah, let me pull out my master schedule here. The Super Farm, the Iowa State Fair, and Wisner, the last 2 on that schedule for the sweep. 540s, the light pros. That one starts in Rock Valley as well. Then Lee, Nebraska, Pawnee City, Nebraska, Iowa State Fair, Madison, South Dakota, and Unionville, Missouri. Light super stock. These are the Alki Supers. Started in Ravenna, continues on in Rock Valley, Wayne, Iowa State Fair, Wisner, and Unionville. The Super Mod 2-wheel drives, as I said before, this schedule mirrors the modified tractor schedule. Starts in Rock Valley, ends in Unionville. Pro Stock 4x4, this one has started already with 1 hook in Ravenna. Then on to Ottawa, Warrensburg, Mercer, Missouri, Iowa State Fair, and Wisner, Nebraska, Thunder by the River. Limited Pro Stocks, the 4-1s, that one started in Ravenna, goes through Rock Valley, Warrensburg, Mercer, Iowa State Fair, and Unionville. The Light Super Stock Ag started in Ravenna, goes through Ottawa, Warrensburg, Wayne, Iowa State Fair, and Wisner. Pro Stock, 10,000 pound Pro Stocks, Ravenna, Warrensburg, Mercer, Wayne, Wisner, and Unionville. Super Farm, we already did Super Farm there. Moving on, modified tractors, we did modified tractors. The modified 2-wheel drives, the naturally aspirated modified 2-wheel drives, they already have a couple of hooks under their belt in the sweep. They were in Norfolk. Weekend 4 last, this past weekend, they were in Manilla. Then on Concord, Nebraska, Pawnee City, Gibbon, and West Point. So I think we got all the classes, and they're covering all those classes in the sweep. Organics Midwest Summer Sweep putting up 50 grand this year between 11 classes in the Organics Midwest Summer Sweep. So big thanks to Organics Midwest. Thanks to Organics Midwest for feeding the volunteers this Saturday in Rock Valley. So once again, if you want to volunteer this Saturday in Rock Valley, Iowa, they could use any outside help they can get. These people are exhausted there, the residents in Rock Valley. They've been cleaning up after not only their own properties, but properties of family members, property of neighbors. And in a community like that, that's just what happens when there's a natural disaster or any kind of disaster in a small town. Neighbors come together, and the ones that aren't affected as much will help the ones that have been affected the most. And I know this from a tornado that went through my town in Linwood, Kansas a few years back. Same thing. I took a week off work and just helped neighbors. My property wasn't affected that much, but a lot of people lost everything. There was no electricity. I'm not sure. I think they got electricity back in Rock Valley, but I think they still don't have water or sewer service. So, not an easy thing to deal with, on top of losing everything you own. So if you want to volunteer at Rock Valley this Saturday, contact Dave Nelson or Kurt Koima. Kurt Koima's number 712-470-3106. Dave Nelson is 515-574-9519. So if you want to volunteer there in Rock Valley to help clean up and get the track ready for the pool, they would sure appreciate your assistance and help there. So let's talk about the weekend. Let's talk about Manilla, Iowa, the Thrilla in Manilla on Saturday. We'll go to the Outlaw app here and talk about the results at Manilla. Did it end up like you thought it would end up? So naturally aspirated 2-wheel drives, David James picking up where he left off last summer, the black sheep of the family out of Warsaw, Missouri. 2 wins in a row for that truck. Luke Renner running wild in second. Lloyd Wollman with a good hook, the Mean Farmer in third, Mama's Nightmare fourth. Matt Phelps in the dirt. He took second in points last year. He ended up fifth on Saturday night in Manilla. So if we go to the point standings in that particular class, David James in the lead in points right now. He's 5 points ahead of Luke Renner and Running Wild, 7 points ahead of Matt Phelps in the Dirt, 10 points ahead of Tammy Hunick in the Dirt Diva, and 12 points ahead of Loy Woolman and the Mean Farmer. So still pretty tight yet in that naturally aspirated two-wheel drive class. We saw the debut of the modified four-wheel drives on Saturday night, and we'll review the points after. Let's get the actual results from Manilla. Joe Claypool and Risky Business. He had an early hook and had a really good hook, and everybody else was trying to figure out how to get even in the same zip code as Joe Claypool. Murray Thornton debuted the Ramrod this season, the Dodge Dakota. He got the closest. He got within about just about 7 feet of Risky Business. So Murray Thornton in second. Thumper, Lane Thornton, last year's champion, took third. Ryan Thornton, the backdraft, the Thornton family keeping it all close there, second, third, and fourth. Backdraft in fourth. And Doug Ritter debuted their brand new motor in the Stroker Ace Ford, wound up fifth in a modified four-wheel drive. So going to the points there, Lane Thornton and Ramrod is leading the points. Well, that's somehow Timmy Mikowski got in there. He's not pulling a four-wheel drive, so that is a snafu there with those point standings in the four-wheel drive class. Also at Manilla, we had Super Farm. Drake Wallman's 1066 got his first outlaw win on Saturday night. That tractor kind of I kind of call it an X factor. You have a few tractors and trucks out there that don't get a lot of press. They don't get a lot of fanfare, but they just kind of sneak in there and grab a second place here or come real close to a first here or there. And that one, he's just been kind of knocking on the door for a couple of years, and he finally got him a win. Drake Wallman, congratulations to him. Last year's points champion, Alan Andrews, Dakota Deer, second. Jared Johansson, and Blaze of Glory, third. Chad Weisenkamp, Someday, fourth. Chad Andrews, Bruley Buck, fifth. So if we go to the point standings in that Super Farm class, Alan Andrews is leading the pack once again. Luke Schmidt, Cornhusker Cadillac, is only 5 points behind him. 1 more point back is Chad Weisenkamp, and Someday 4 more points back from there is Jared Johansson and Blaze of Glory. Then 4 more points back from there is Chad Andrews and the Bruley Buck. So from first to fifth, there are 14 points separating first and fifth. So still really tight early on in the season in that Super Farm class. So other results from Saturday night in Manilla, light modified tractors. Blake Ott gets him another win, the frequent flyer. Gage Ott, little brother Gage, gets second, only 2 feet. Well, not even that, about a foot and a half behind him. Wes Severs, Running Rowdy, in third. Andrew Beckman, Pure Pressure, fourth. Jeff Geiger, Captain Hook, fifth. So if we go to the point standings for that light modified class, Blake Ott picking up where he left off last year. He's 4 points ahead of Wes Severs, last year's Rookie of the Year, co-Rookie of the Year, the Running Rowdy. Then 2 points back from there is Gage Ott. And then 5 points back from there is Andrew Beckman. And then in fifth in points is Garrett Geiger and Captain Hook, too. So that light mod class, of course, pretty close right now. But Blake Ott has that Allison aircraft engine running in top form, no doubt, no doubt. So go back to results from Manilla. Light super stocks pulling on Saturday night in Manilla. John Hoffman wins with last one standing. Had a smooth, straight pass right up the middle. Brian Bowles laid down a good pass for second with Alter Ego. He actually led the class off. Frank Bowleboy, Green Lightning, third. Lewis Freeze debuts the Red Ink tractor for 2024. The Red Ink gets fourth. Colin Weens and Deer Factor, 5th, we go to those light super stock point standings. Frank Bowlboy in 1st, Alan Ulmer never enough 2nd, Red Ink 3rd, Deer Factor 4th in the light super stock standings. Get back to Manilla here. A limited pro stock. George Byer in the side piece. Of course, he laid down a whale of a pass to lead the class off. The Rue Crew, Roger Rui, One Mean Farmer in 2nd. Brian Deck, Dream On 3rd. Dave Novak, the Mean Farmer 4th. Seth Novak, the Bounty Hunter 5th. Going to the light super stock or light limited pro stock point standings. Right now, George Byer is on top, and 2 points back is Dave Novak, the Mean Farmer. 2 points back from there is Brian Deck, Dream On. 2 more points back from there is Joe Moriando, and No Green, No Glory. And 4 points back from there is Lane Paulson and Daley Paulson, Life in the Fast Lane. So these points races are pretty tight already. Nobody really stretching their legs just yet and pulling out way ahead of anybody, but a lot of pulling to do this summer. A lot of pulling yet to do. Let's see, do we get light limited pro? Got to get to light limited pros. Mike Hargan's got him a win on Saturday night with the wild side at Schleswig, Iowa. Kenny Beeson, Fair Enough International. Now, he was the first puller in a big class of light limited pro stocks, and that distance held up a long time until Mike Hargan's pulled late in the class and gets the win. So Kenny Beeson with a good pull with Fair Enough. Jonathan Lundell, Johnny Be Good in 3rd. Matt Hannigan, Forever Red in 4th. Mitch Larson, Young Buck in 5th. As we go to standings for light limited pro. And Mike Hargan's, the wild side, is number 1, numero uno right now. Brady Gosler at Spare Time in 2nd, only 7 points back. Molly Edmister in Never Say Never in 3rd. Dirt Slinging Demonstrator, Andrew Meister 4th. Jerry Hannigan, Forever Red 5th. So there you got the rundown on results from Manilla as well as point standings right now after Manilla. So if you want to keep track of points, you want to keep track of results, real-time results as the pull is happening, download the Outlaw Pulling app. It's a great tool for pullers and fans. You know, if maybe you're working in the field or something while the pull is going on, you can't watch it live on Outlaw Pulling TV for whatever reason, you can pull the app up while the pull is going on and find out who's leading whatever class is going on at that time. So really cool tool for pullers, announcers, and fans. Just to reiterate what Jason said earlier, Jason was on the show earlier tonight. Outlaw pullers heading to Whitewright. We need your help. We need a pulling team to take their rig to Dallas and do an interview with a sports reporter from Fox 4, DKFW, in Dallas Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Time in Dallas. Now, they're looking for a location where a parking lot or location where a hauler could get in and out easily enough and unload your tractor or truck. But we need an outlaw puller to do this. I mean, this is huge to get a Dallas news station to cover some truck and tractor pulling. We're not exactly mainstream sports out there, so we need all that exposure and coverage that we can get. So any of those teams out there that are interested, maybe some of the teams coming up from South Texas, doesn't have to be. It can be pullers coming in from up north. We just need at least one pulling team, maybe two, to do this interview. It would be so cool to get into that market there in Dallas and maybe bring some of those people up to Thunder and the Lone Star this weekend in Whitewright. If any of the Texas pullers could help us that are on their way to Whitewright, or a puller coming from the north could go to Dallas, either one would be great, or both. Please call Jason at 608-604-5068. If you can't remember that number, you can get a hold of Jason on social media. Get a hold of me. I'll put you in contact with Jason. Doesn't matter. Either one of us can do that. So that'd be cool. Get into that Dallas market there and maybe expose some city folk to our sport, the greatest sport on the planet, truck and tractor pulling. So a lot of messages here. Man, I got a lot of messages, and I need to go through them. So I've been running off at the mouth here. So let's see. PJ is watching. PJ Minio watching from Manila. Thanks for tuning in, PJ. Fred Petch just left for Whitewright, Texas. Safe travels, Fred. Cole Lindahl, hello from Wakefield, Nebraska. Thanks for tuning in, Cole. One of our super fans there. Robert Miner, another super fan from Niobrara, Nebraska. The BG Pool Party guys. Sup, guys? How's the Canadian whiskey, Jason? Case Conover, hello, over from Lytle, Texas. Will we see you in Whitewright, Case? I'm assuming we will. Marty Samuelson. Hey, guys, it's hot here. 102 yesterday, close to 100 today. Did Andrew Meister buy the Never Say Never? Did he just? I think he just ran it, Marty, for Molly last week. Just a fill-in driver. He's a pretty good driver, so yeah, he drove. I think he simply drove. I didn't hear any scuttlebutt about it being sold. So BG Pool Party making progress, getting more eyes. That's the goal. That's the goal, man. Get more eyes on pulling. Get more people exposed to our sport. I mean, we think it's the greatest sport on earth, and if we can expose more fans to pulling and gain more fans, that's our goal. That's our goal. Doug Grage, Manila. Let's see. Full Pull Picks at fullpull.us. Download the app. Makes it much easier. Or you can go to fullpull.us. You can bet on the pull this weekend in Whitewright. You can bet on the two-wheel drives, the modified tractors, or the pro stock tractors. So pretty cool. Those folks are going to be down there this weekend. That's picks.fullpull.us. Lots of comments here. fullpullpicks.com. Let's see. If travel is good by the weekend, I plan on going to rock. Thanks, Cole. They will appreciate it. The folks at Organics Midwest are going to feed you there with food and drink. So any help is much appreciated by the folks there at the Valley Pullers in Rock Valley. Dave Nelson says Todd and Julie Bowles of Organics going to feed us on Saturday. So Todd and Julie, thank you guys so much for doing that. Much appreciated. Can't say enough about the folks at Organics Midwest. Let's see. If it happens next year, I'd bring the Griffin to Dallas. Well, we'll keep that in mind, Doug. But you just better get that thing done before this weekend, all right? Rusty Newbie. Man, what a spectacular show. Thanks, Rusty. Appreciate that. Bryson 2112. Hey back, Bryson. How's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in. It's going good. It's going good, buddy. That's a good-looking diesel pickup you got rolling coal there in that picture. Terry Cascanet Sr., happy day. It is a happy day. It is a happy day. Mike Idle, hello from a very crowded motorhome in Erie, PA. I'll be back next week. Mike, you know what? Oh, we got somebody watching from Sweden. Hello. How's it going over there in Sweden? That's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Case not going to be able to make it. We'll be watching Outlaw Pulling TV, though. Good deal. Good deal. We want you to watch. Emil's engine, 2,000 horsepower. There's a pull this weekend in Hagerstown, Maryland for East Coast. Good deal. Bullwhip always sounds good. Yes, it does. Those twin Hemis always sound good. Did Paulson sell the sibling rivalry? This is Ben Beller. I hope the Kansas 4-1s and Paddocks get all put back together soon. Paulson did sell the sibling rivalry. I think he said it went to Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody from Tennessee bought it. So basically, Sadie and Lane are sharing that tractor this year. They're taking turns driving the Life in the Fast Lane. Hello from St. Edward, Nebraska, the Reared and Pulling team. Thanks so much for tuning in. Case Conover, are you going to be in De Leon? Personally, I will not be in De Leon. I'll be in Washington, Missouri. Dick Blankensport, Justin Hoffman getting married this week, Saturday. Yep, that's what I'm hearing. His dad, John, still got it, man. He put the old last one standing in the winner's circle there Saturday night. He still got it. Let's see if I can bring this up here. I did something kind of neat. I'd seen Mike is vacationing. It's like his second vacation week in a row. Last week he was vacationing in Nebraska, and this week he's in Erie, PA. And I didn't get it fully. I didn't get it fully edited, but I wanted to show this video just because he's in Erie, PA. Here, Mike, this is for you, buddy.
Want to see my deck? See? You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick with me. I'm from Erie, PA.
I saw that and I thought that's Mike playing cards with the locals there in Erie, PA. I thought that was, always loved that movie. Yeah, Justin Hoffman is getting married. I didn't get my invitation, Justin. Just curious, not sure. I mean, I know I'm announcing the pool, but kind of hurts. Right there, man, right there. Ronald Stone, Ohio says, hey, that's the senior Ronald Stone. That's my dad watching from Southern Ohio there. Man, I think we've covered everything. A lot of comments. Going back to Whitewright, and we have great competition with the Outlaws, but it's always cool when we have somebody visiting from another organization from another part of the country that has never pulled with us or maybe doesn't pull with us normally. And man, big shout out to the Sullivan family. Sullivan family from the Warsaw, Kentucky area coming to Whitewright this weekend. Wayne going to be driving the Kentucky in the twin engine mod. Donnie Sullivan will be driving the big stick two-wheel drive. They're bringing another new two-wheel drive that Brant Sullivan, which is Donnie's son, lives out in California now. Brant's going to be coming in. He'll be driving the new two-wheel drive as well. Really cool stuff. This is cool for me personally because where I grew up in Southern Ohio, just a hop, skip, and a jump from Warsaw, Kentucky, and the Sullivans were always there. I mean, I have photo albums full of pictures and a lot of the Sullivan machines are in those photo albums. And I grew up watching these guys as a kid and as a teenager. And now I'm an announcer announcing for a major organization, and they're coming out here. So it's going to be so cool to announce the Sullivans pulling against the Outlaw Pullers this weekend in Whitewright. So big thanks to them for coming. If you don't have the app, just a quick review of who's coming this weekend. I'm getting a lot of messages on my phone here as well. Let's see. So go to the Outlaw Pulling app, the premier app in the pulling world, and bring up your lineup and events for the weekend. Whitewright's going to be right there at the top. Friday night, Whitewright. Two-wheel drive, 17 two-wheel drives signed up. Right now, these are the two-wheel drives we have signed up through the app for Thunder in the Lonestar. Sticker Shock, Mark Dempsey. Brant Sullivan, his new truck called Mojo. He's out of California. Texas Bullseye, Dustin Corliss. John Hunt and Taz. John Hunt coming off a big win in Tomah, Wisconsin with the MTPA with Taz. David Hunt, John's dad, Shameless 2. Brad Myrody with his new ride, the Born to Boogie, out of West Point, Iowa. Former points champion Cole Zychek, the Texas two-step, going to be there. Mindy Brown driving the Little Whip. Donnie Sullivan out of Warsaw, Kentucky with the big stick. Edwin Anderson out of Texas, the Texian. Richard Morris and Buffalo's Chips. Ray Miller, last year's champion, another bad decision. Donald Nelson and Whippet. David Hunt and Shameless 1. Timmy Mikowski and Thumper. Cameron Pasco and High Cotton. Scott Weens and Relentless. So excellent two-wheel drive lineup for the weekend. Diesel pickups, got 11 Limited Pro diesel pickups lined up. Emily Schaefer and Borrowed Time. Skylar Leaper going to be driving Jimmy Deaverman's truck Chain Smoker. Jeremy Bales, all hopped up, will be there. Skylar Leaper out of California, Missouri will be there with Legal Limits. Last year's champion Ryan Stahl spooled up. Nate Bridgman out of Nebraska with Paying Dues. Buck Heineman ready to rumble. Jason Wayman and Megatron will be there. Xander Lee with the farm truck, Dan Valence's old pickup that won the points a couple of years back. Cody Lee and Juiced Up, and Cody Lee and the Gray Trucks, a big Limited Pro Diesel lineup this Friday and Saturday night. Diesel Super Stocks, Tiger Bradley, Secondhand Smoke, Tyler Buckman and Born Green, Brad Campbell and Maybe, Steve Blagrave and the Red Horse, and Mike Schultz and the Remedy will be in competition. 10,000 pound Pro Stocks, Kyle Pedley, the Wide Loose Deer, Caden Wager, the Kid's Inheritance, Lacey Wager, It Must Be Nice, Doug Sabatka and Let's Go coming off his win in Ravenna. Richard Warren out of Stock City, Missouri, the Cottonmouth International. Kyle Karstens, that brand new paint job on the Lot of Green tractor out of Kansas. Last year's champion Cody Yarrick and Gone. Gary Porter, the Gang Green tractor, multi-time points champ, and Doug Meisinger are going to be driving the Wampus Cat this weekend for Greg Jager. Modified tractors, killer lineup, Doug Voth, the Griffin Grau. Get to work, Doug. Get it done, buddy. Wayne Longnecker, the River Rat. Kyle Petch, the Twin Turbine Thermal Thunder. Vern Huser, Twin Hemis, Say Goodbye. Craig Ulmer and Sweet Pain. Cameron Neves and Cotton Candy. Donald Nelson, the Twisted Whip. And Wayne Sullivan and the Kentuckian going to come out and play with us down in Texas. A few more comments here. Ben Beller, I think the Beer Money Pulling Team crew needs to sneak a couple Outlaw logos on the Sullivan equipment. Got to watch. They got brand new paint jobs on that equipment. I wouldn't want to be the one getting caught doing that, Ben, but I always like looking for the Outlaw logos on non-normal Outlaw pullers. Robert Miner, where's Scrappy? Scrappy is still waiting on parts. Yeah, it's still a problem in the racing world and the pulling world, aftermarket world. Still waiting on parts. Is it as bad as it was? I don't think it's as bad, but it's still not good. So pullers still waiting on parts, is keeping them off the track. So trust me, they would be there if they could be. So I'm getting a call from Jason Schultz right now. Let's take this on. Hi, Jason. How are you? No, I'm on the show right now. You're live. Yeah, I still am. Yeah. I thought you had something insightful you were going to tell me, so that's why I figured I'd answer. All right. All right, buddy. Bye. All right, guys. A lot of comments tonight. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks, Mike Idle, for doing your piece every week when the smoke clears. Got a rookie in this week. Very cool. Thanks to all the pullers out there in Outlaw Nation, guys. We appreciate you all. Please, if you can, if you're in the Rock Valley area, if you have a little bit of extra time, give the folks a hand over there. The folks over there are exhausted. They've been putting in overtime and probably getting very little sleep since Friday. We are fortunate that there wasn't more lives lost, but a lot of people lost everything besides their lives. So please keep them in your prayers. If you can volunteer, please volunteer. If you can donate, please donate. If you can't, say a prayer for the folks there. And if you can volunteer this Saturday, give Dave Nelson a call, give Kurt Kloima a call. They'll put you to work. The folks at Organics Midwest is buying lunch and drinks for Saturday for those that show up to volunteer their time there. So there was one more thing up here I wanted to hit before I got out of here. Let's see. I want to get that phone number one more time. And it's going to be on social media. So big thanks to all of our sponsors, guys, at Case IH, Organics Midwest. Let's see if I can put those up there. Let's see. Case IH, title sponsor of the Outlaws. Organics Midwest, big time sponsors. Titan, Maker of Goodyear Farm Tires, DeKalb and Asgrow. Frosted Frog Coolers, based out of Rock Valley. I think they were up a little bit higher ground. I don't think they received any flooding. I could be wrong, but it seems like they might have been a little bit higher above where the flooding took place. VP Racing Fuels, the official fuel of the Outlaws. Ecotuning.com. Let's see. Coltrane Energy, the official energy drink of the Outlaws. New sponsor this year, Liquid Tube. Let me find that graphic for Liquid Tube. Here's a pretty cool one for Coltrane Energy here. There we go. There's Liquid Tube. Liquid Tube, the original liquid inner tube, newest sponsor for the Outlaws. Don't forget Whitewright, Texas this weekend. Don't forget that Case IH Superfan contest going on this year with the Outlaws. Case IH is giving away a brand new 25 SC compact tractor with all attachments. That means the rear attachments for like the backhoe, the front end loader attachment. Of course, it is a garden tractor, so it does mow as well. And they're going to give you $4,000 to boot to help pay for the taxes for it. So awesome deal from Case IH and the Outlaws, folks. Go to outlawpulling.com where you can enter that contest right now. Enter from the home page. If you go to an Outlaw Pull, there are QR codes around each facility where you can scan that QR code and get entered automatically. So make sure you enter that contest. We want to see one of the Outlaw fans out there in Outlaw Nation win that Case tractor. That would be so cool. Putting in overtime. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Jason Schultz, Ron is putting in overtime. We always seem to go over a little bit here anymore, Doug. So not a big deal. Not a big deal. Thanks everyone so much for tuning in. We'll play some videos here at the end, some ads and such. So you're welcome to hang out and watch some of these videos. If not, I'm going to get out of here. I'm preparing to leave tomorrow for Texas, the Lone Star State. Thunder in the Lone Star, guys. Can't be there? Go to Outlaw Pulling TV and watch it live. Thanks and good night.
The heart-pounding action of Outlaw Pulling just got a whole lot richer. Full Pull Picks is the all-new real money gaming platform for truck and tractor pulling, and it's coming to Outlaw Pulling this weekend. Join the action at the Thunder in the Lone Star Pull in Whitewright, Texas. Sign up before the event at fullpullpicks.com and get a free $20 deposited right into your account. It's easy to play. Just pick your favorite trucks and tractors, and if they finish in the top 3, you win cash. Then catch all the live action on outlawpulling.tv. Full Pull Picks. Sign up, pick winners, win cash. That easy.